Good evening students, welcome to the day 4 for the Tally Prime course. So today we are going to see some more features in Tally and also the continuation of the voucher sales, purchase, credit note, debit note vouchers, which further more informations. Hope you all understood the previous classes. So last classes we got introduced to inventory accounting, okay, how to create a stock master, which is a product. This is all we have seen it. Now we are going to see that how to have a tax in a sales and purchase invoices. So what is the current tax regime available in our country? It is GST, goods and service tax. Previously we were all having VAT and all, but of course you don't need to know more about it. The current regime is a GST. So you might have seen in your in the bills which for the products which you buy, even for the services, the GST is involved. The expansion for the course is taxes, goods and service tax. Okay, what are the items, or what are the businesses will come under goods GST tax? So anybody who is handling goods and services, they will come under GST. Of course, there are some exceptions available for trust, hospitals, for some other categories of business. GST is not involved. See, for example, petrol we don't have a GST, electricity we don't have a GST, registration of land and all we don't have a. I think we have a GST, registration of land. So no, I think for registration it's not required. I think for the sale of the land the GST is involved. So the point I'm trying to say is majority of the products and services has a GST implication, which means that whenever you sell a product, you need to pay a GST. Some products the GST tax is exempted. There will be zero tax. For example, milk, books, cloth, they don't have a taxes. Okay. So now we'll see that how to make a bill or how to raise a sales invoice using a GST tax. Okay. So the other request is those who are attending this class, you're requested to enter your roll number, college roll number in the chat box. So this will be considered for your attendance purpose. I'll repeat once again. Enter your roll number in the chat boxes. Fine. So first let me show you the example data in Excel. So GST is a sales tax, it is a indirect tax. I'm just opening an Excel sheet and explaining you the tax aspect. So you all know that GST tax has two components. So one is a service tax, the other one is a, sorry, not services, I'm sorry. One is a central GST, CGST, central tax, the other one is a state tax. So that there are many slabs available for the GST. The slabs are 5%. I'm not able to enter it. Okay, no problem. I'll open a notepad. So the tax slabs are 5%, 5, 12, 18, 28 and 40. So some goods, some services which comes under different taxes. For service and all it is a 18%. All services comes under 18%. The restaurant services now will come under, for catering and all will come under, catering or restaurant will come under 5% tax slab. Okay, so these are the tax slabs available. There are other demerit taxes or cess charges and all will be there, but I'm not getting into the detail. So these are the taxes for the GST. Okay. In GST, the state and central government will share the GST portion. So they have classified it as CGST and SGST. The expansion is Central GST, Central Goods and Service Tax. So the next one is State Goods and Service Tax. So which means what? If the tax is 18%, suppose the product has a tax slab of 18%, then CGST percentage will be 9% and SCST percentage will be 9%. Okay. So this tax is applicable when there is a supply of goods within the state. Okay. So suppose I am supplying material outside of the state. Say example, the company is existing in Tamil Nadu and they are supplying it outside the state, which means Karnataka or Kerala. Then the CGST, SGST will not come. There will be another new tax, or otherwise the other taxes, the alternative taxes, IGST will be affected. So which means integrated goods and service tax. Okay. So this is intrastate. Intra means between the states the sales happens. Okay. Intrastate. So the percentage is 18%. So let me repeat it. CGST is the indirect tax, or otherwise it's a sales tax. The name of the GST expansion is Central Goods and Service Tax. If the sales is happen within the states, the sales can be a transfer of goods or selling of services, then it is further classified into CGST and SGST. CGST is a Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST is State Goods and Service Tax. So what really happens is this 9% goes to the state government's revenue, and the CGST is 9% will go to the central government's revenue. So this is the understanding between the state and central government. Okay. Then you might ask, so what will happen, sir, if integrated taxes applicable? So it is fully goes to the central government, but some part they will give allotted to state government. But anyway, those details it's not important to us. So for our understanding, what we need to understand is if the particular product or a service belongs to which GST slab, that we need to know it. Okay. Then is it the interstate sales or intra? Intra means within a state. Okay, sorry, this is interstate sales. I'm sorry. This is interstate. IGST means interstate. Intra means within a state. Intra. Within a state. Fine. So now we're going to see that how we are going to configure it in Tally and how to calculate a tax in Tally. Fine. Okay. So first what you need to know, you need to create a ledger for the tax. Okay. So how to open a company? Select from drive, C drive, WCC. This is where we have stored our company name, right? WCC ABC Limited. Then I have to create a ledger, tax ledger. Okay. So I have to create 3 tax ledgers. So one is for CGST, one is for IGST, and the other one is for SCST. Assume that all the product which I am dealing has a 18% tax. It need not be the case. In companies they will have a multiple tax also. One product will have 18%, the other product might have 5, 12 or 28 or 40% tax slab will be there. So for our example sake, we are assuming that it is a one tax, so it is an 18%. Okay. So 3 ledgers I have to create. At the interest of time, I have created already the 3 ledgers. Let me show you how it looks in the master. How to go to the master? Masters, go to alter, ledger, CGST 9%. Look at it, I have created a ledger with the percentage, CGST 9% name, so that I will be able to easily understanding by the name itself, it is a CGST ledger. Then which comes under duties and taxes. So the appropriate ledger group, Tally ledger group, I have to choose, which is the duties and taxes, which comes under current liabilities. Why it is a current liability? Because whatever tax you collect, that you cannot keep it with yourself. You have to pay it to the government, correct? So that is the reason it's a comes under liability. Then, so if you click this, there are other options available in Tally. It is appearing. So it is asking what type of taxes it is GST. Okay. There are other taxes also available. Is there, but we are not covering now to surcharge. Other taxes are there, which we are not covering for the time being. Okay. Then I select GST. Then it chooses whether it is a central tax or state tax or integrated tax or cess. So I am choosing central tax because CGST is a central tax. I say central tax. Don't give percentage and all. I'll tell you later, because this percentage we will give in the goods configuration, product configuration, or other stock item configuration. We give the percentage of the tax. So SCST I have created. The next ledger I have to create is, CGST I have created. Next ledger I have to create is SCST 9%, duties and tax, GST, state tax. Good to go. State tax. Then IGST. IGST is for a interstate transaction. IGST is used. IGST again, which comes under duties and taxes. The type of the tax is GST. Others. Enter. So 3 taxes have been created. Let's go and see in the chart of accounts. Chart of accounts, I go to ledgers. If you come under liabilities, duties and taxes, current liabilities, duties and taxes, you can see 3 ledgers. CGST 9%, IGST 18%, SCST 9%. This CGST we done it for a example sake, so we can ignore it. Good to go? Fine. Now I have to do another thing. I have a product. This sample company is in the business of selling mobile phones. So mobile phones comes under 18%. Just for an example sake, I don't know the exact percentage. It comes under 18%. We are assuming. Then for the particular item, I have to set that what is the percentage. What is the GST percentage for the stock item. So how do I set it? Go to alter. Here we are altering the stock item. The stock item is iPhone 14. I enter it here, enter. Please observe it. Is the GST is applicable for the stock item? Yes, it is applicable. Then set or alter GST detail. In this place, you give yes to modify or insert a GST percentage. I give yes. Then the calculation types comes on. Is it on a value or is it on an item rate? Okay. I tell you the difference once I stored here. In some of the item, no. So the interesting part is, if the item rate is increasing, the tax may differ. For an example, just for an example, say the chapel and all, no, that is footwear and all, no. If it is below 1,000, there will be one tax. If it is above 1,000, there will be different tax. Like that for car also. If it is less than 10 lakhs, there will be one tax, and above 10 lakhs, there will be another tax applicable. So in this case, no. It is on the total value. It is on the not on the item rate. So I am choosing an on value. Then the percentage I have to give 18%. Enter. Then what is the type of supply? Goods. Okay. So which means that you can also raise invoice for the services. Services. What are the things will come under services? For example, contract, catering, consultancy services, doctor prescription. So those all will come under services. Okay. So in this case, it is the type of supply is goods. I just enter. Good to go? Fine. So what are the things I have done? I have created a 3 ledger for a GST and I have configured a tax percentage for the stock item. Let me once again go and tell you. Go to alter, select stock item, iPhone 14, enter, come to GST part, applicable. You might ask, sir, is there any other scenario which is not applicable? Yes, some product is not applicable. Milk, there is no tax. Rice, if the rice is not a packed rice, there is no tax. If it is packed, if it has a label, it is packed. I am just giving some examples. Then in set or alter details, you have to give yes. Then enter the data. So 18% I give. So I give the total percentage 18% in the integrated tax. Automatically it calculates for SCST and CGST 99%. Automatically it calculates. So I'm saving it, I'm coming out. Now I have to make a invoices. Okay. How to make an invoice? Invoice is equivalent to invoice is sales. Okay, see sales. Vouchers specified for sales. So I'm choosing cash. Okay, cash. It's a cash sales. That means the customer makes the payment immediately. Okay, it's not on a credit. Give Control A to store the screen through shortcut. And here I say that the state is Tamil Nadu. Here I say the state is Tamil Nadu because the tax will differ, no? If it is within the state, it is CGST and SGST. If the sales is to the other state, it's only IGST applicable. That information also I'll show you. I Control A to save the particular screen. Then sale of mobiles. Let me just quickly do some changes here. So here what happens now, in the ledger also I need to do changes. Sale of mobiles, GST is applicable, and the rate also I have to give tax, sales taxable 18%. And the type of supply is goods. I save the screen. Okay. Then I select the phone, iPhone 14. Then from which codon I am picking up the product from the main location. And you're also able to see how much stock is available in the main location. It's available here. 3 numbers. So out of 3 numbers, I am selecting only one quantity. Enter. Okay. Then again press 1 enter. So there you'll be asked for the next line. So here I will choose the tax ledger, CGST. So if you see that if I select the CGST, automatically 7,200 comes. What is the 7,200? It is 9% of 80,000. It automatically comes. How it picks up the data? Because in the stock item I have a configured the tax percentages 18%. Okay, so for the CGST, it automatically takes the 50% of 18%, which is 9%. So 9% of 80,000 is 7,200. Then I have to choose SGST also because both the taxes should be there. Okay, SGST, enter. This is all you just skip it. Control enter. So it's asking for the EV invoice, EV bill. I say no. So I just give you an example. I just give you a definition for EV bill. EV bill is any goods is transferred worth if it is more than 1 lakh through the transport. Then they have to create one additional documentation in the government website. That is called as a EV bill. If it is 50,000 and we are transferring outside of the state, by the time also you have to create a EV bill in the government portal. So it is to avoid the tax. So to not avoid the to prevent the tax evasion. Good to go? Fine. So now we're going to see that how to see the last entered voucher. So press page up. So this is the last entered voucher, cash, sale of mobile. I chosen the mobile here in the stock item. Then I have to choose the 2 ledgers, CGST and SGST. You just pay attention for 30 seconds. And if you have any doubts, ask. Okay. So now how to take a printout? We have made an entry, but invoice we normally give it to the customer. No. So how to take a printout? So in the top now you can see a button, no? Alt P. So P underscore single dash means Alt P. You have to use with the keyboard combination Alt and P. Alt P, select current, and you can also see the preview. Preview means before the printout comes out from the printer, you can see the preview how it looks. Preview. So this is how the tally invoice will look like. Are you able to see it? So tax invoice, invoice number, invoice date. There are other information which is not relevant for time being. This is the company which is selling it, and it is to which person? Buyer. Here the buyer information. Okay. So this consignee is sometimes see, we will bill it to one customer and we will ship it to some other place. See, for example, a customer resides in one place, his godown or his some other office is some other place. So in that case, we will use this consignee. Okay, consignee means the shipping address where the material has to be delivered, and buyer is where the bill is on whose name the bill is raised. So it may be different also. Okay. So the point you have to learn is tally has the provision to give a buyers and as well as the consignee details. Fine. In the description of goods, quantity, rate, and amount. Okay. So this is the HSM code. What is it HSM code? The harmonic system nomenclature, something. Just a minute, I will just tell you. I'm just searching. Harmonized system of nomenclature. Harmonized system of nomenclature. This is one common or unique number which is provided by the government for each and every product and services. So this mobile and all will come under some HSM code. That HSM code we have to enter it because it's mandatory on the time of filing the GST. Okay. Since it's an example thing, I have not entered it, but I will also show you that how to enter it. Okay. So you just observe it here, the invoices. This is a description of the stock item, quantity, rate, and the amount. Suppose if I say 2 means it gets multiplied. Then the tax implication, CGST 9%, SCST 9%. The total amount is 94,400, and this part is the analysis. This part is the description for the GST breakup. How much is the central tax and how much is the state tax and the total amount. So which is mandated in the invoice, especially on the GST invoices which a customer takes in input. Good to go. So this is what we do. We just take a printout and give it to the customer. Okay. So how to take a printout? Now I am in a previous stage. If I press Ctrl P and my computer is connected with the printer will come out. Good to go. Fine. Now I will tell you that where to put the HSM code. Okay, so this is asking which button we have to click to enter a GST. Do you mean I'll tell you both the things. Say, to enter a GST percentage, you have to go to the master. Which master? Stock item master. Stock item master. Go to stock item. Select the particular product. Here you press yes, and here you will give the details. Fine. Okay. Then suppose in the invoice part, how to choose the GST? If that is your question, go to F5, choose the cash or party, just Ctrl A, then choose appropriate sales ledger. Here the sales ledger is sales of mobile. Then choose the stock item, enter the quantity. Fine. Enter here, it will ask for the another stock item to be entered, but in my case there is no stock item, there is only one stock item in this invoice, so I just enter another enter. Okay, here I have to press space bar. Maybe this is the question you might have asked. Space bar, click space bar, the ledgers will appear here. Here I have to choose CGST 9%, then space bar SGST. You can press space bar, or otherwise if you start typing it, also the ledger will be listed. So SGST 9%. Have I answered your query? Fine. Enter. Then voucher gets saved. I'm not saving it because I already have the vouchers. So display table, I'll be able to see the vouchers, 2 vouchers. If you want to take another reprintout, what I will do, go to the voucher, press Control P for to take the printout, enter current, see the preview, or you can directly give the printout. Okay. See, in Tally provides different options of printout, printing options. That also I will cover it right away. So what we have seen is a PDF format. Okay. Suppose I want to take a printout as an image or a HTML page or Excel, you can do it. Okay. Now I will show you how to take up, how to export this particular invoices in Excel format. So what I have to do? So come here, configure, enter. Here you will choose file format. Okay, so if you want to export, no, so let me go in a different way. So I want to export in Excel format. Instead of print, you go for export. You go for export, current page, configure. Here you will choose file format. In the file format, enter. There are different formats are available. XML, PDF, JPG, Excel sheet, ASCII, HTML. Okay. The interested format is, I'm interested in Excel spreadsheet, so I press Excel spreadsheet, then Control A, then click here. Okay, if you click here, the Excel file with the name accountingvoucher.xls will be created. It will be created in the folder path, C program files tally prime. I can also change the path. Okay, just I'll show you that how to change the path. I can click configure. There are plenty of options available. You don't need to know everything. So, what is required, that and all, if you learn it, that's sufficient. File path. So I'll say that file path. So this is the file path or folder path. I enter here. I want the Excel to be exported in the respective file. So I'll choose the folder, select from drive, C WCC. Okay, then press Control A. So now you will be able to see that if I exported this file, accounting voucher.xlx file will be exported in this folder. Which folder? C WCC. Send. Are you able to see it? With the formatting, the file got exported. Excel file. With the formatting means what? That alignment, border, bold. With the thing, I'll got it in an Excel file. If you want to do any changes or if you want to save it, I can use this file. Okay. Let me repeat it. 2 important things. Printing and export. Okay. So this printing and export is options are common for all the reports. All the reports and all the voucher printout. Okay. So what do you mean by all the printouts? Suppose I want to take a ledger statement of particular party. So ledger statement, account books, ledger vouchers, all mean same. We have seen in the previous classes. So now I want to go to the particular ledger. Say example, the ledger of Samsung supplier. How do I go? There are 2 ways. One is from the gateway of Tally, I can go display more reports, accounts books, ledger, or I can use the go to option from wherever you can go to a particular part. So what is the shortcut key for that? Alt G. It's always available in the top button. No? Alt G. I press Alt G. So what is the report I am interested in? I want to see the Samsung supplier account books. The particular report name in Tally is what? Ledger vouchers. Okay, I click ledger vouchers. I select Samsung supplier. There, this is the report. Okay, this report I want to print out. Take a printout. So what do? I press Alt P. Current. Preview. Are you able to see it? Then if I click print, the file gets printed. Got it? Suppose the same report I want to export in Excel format. What do? Keep escape. There is an option called export. Are you able to see it in the top, which has a shortcut key? Alt E. Press Alt E. Current. Okay. Then I can also change the path, folder path, where I want the file to be exported, and the file name also I can change. So I just show you, configure. First I am changing the folder path. So WCC, this is the folder, and the file name I want as Samsung XLSX. Okay, so this is the extension for the Excel file. I give enter, Control A, send. I click send button. Are you able to see it? This is the file name which I gave, Samsung. The file got exported. In which folder? WCC folder. Are you able to see it? Good to go. So what you need to learn from here is how to export, how to print it, and also how to preview the statement. Okay, fine. So what we have seen, sales with the GST input, sales with the GST tax. Now we will go and see my balance sheet. If I go and see my balance sheet, the liabilities is there, no, duties and taxes. Duties and taxes, so 28,000 is available. If I enter it here, I will be taken to the final inner details. This kind of navigation we call it as what? Drill down futures. Okay, good. Fine. What do? We will make one purchase. We will make one purchase with the GST. Okay. So before that, we will do one interstate sales. Interstate sales. Okay. I am creating interstate sales. I am choosing one party. Maybe I will create a new party. Pawan Enterprises. So it's just a party. They belong to Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So he is a Sunday debtor. So all the customers will be grouping under Sunday debtor. Then I give an address 17 Chittoor High Road. The person lives in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, and some pin code. Okay, enter here. Control A. The screen I am saving it. Pawan Enterprises, Andhra Pradesh. Sales agent is sale of mobile. Then I am choosing the mobile. iPhone 14. The go down from where I picked up take the mobile is mine location. One quantity. I can change the amount also. This customer I am selling it for 85,000. 85,000. Enter. So in this case, which ledger I will choose? I will choose IGST, not CGST or SGST. Good to go. So I will choose IGST. Fine. So here the point is here. The ledger I have chosen is a local sales ledger. So here if I have to choose a interstate sales, then the value will automatically come. See, normally a different type of ledger will be chosen. So I'll create it. Alt C, sale of mobiles, interstate ledger, which is a sales ledger. Sales accounts. Here I choose interstate sales. Are you able to see it? Interstate sales taxable 18%, and the type of supply is goods. Control A, enter. Automatically my IGST is picked up. It's calculated 15.300, which is the 18% of 85%. Good to go. Enter. Page up to go to the previous rental voucher. So what you have learned here is 2-3 things. One is the IGST ledger when the party is other than the Tamil Nadu, because the company I have created as created presence in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So my party is other than Tamil Nadu, then IGST will come, and also I will create a new sales ledger. Here I have to configure that this sales ledger is for the interstate sales transactions. So I am just modifying it and showing it. Enter, applicable. Here I give yes. Nature of transaction, I have to give interstate taxable. Okay, there are other nature of transactions also available, exports, accepted, nil rated. So milk and all I told you, these are all zero, nil rated. Control A, Control A. So one shortcut key I think I've explained to you, but anyway I'll reiterate it. Suppose if you want to modify the master, whether it is a stock item or a ledger, the shortcut key which we use is Control Enter. Control Enter is the shortcut key which is used to modify the master. Modify means alteration. Are you able to see this in the screen? Alteration secondary, which means that I am modifying from the transaction. From the transaction. I come to the screen from the transaction. So this is how sales is entered. The same manner, purchase is also entered for the GST. Let's take one example. F9 is for the purchase. The right hand side you will be able to see the shortcut key F9. Supplier invoice number you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some number as for example. Supplier invoice number means what? So purchase means where somebody is selling. When they are selling, they make invoices to the company. That invoice number is called supplier invoice number. So I create a supplier. Newton Corporation. So supplier means they will come under creditor or debtor. It is a creditor. Fine. Enter here. Tamil Nadu. Then I have to create a purchase ledger. I create a new purchase ledger which works for GST. Purchase of mobiles. GST. Purchase account which is comes under purchase account. Is GST applicable? Yes, it is applicable. Set or alter detail, I'll give yes. This is interstate. Sorry, not interstate. Purchase taxable. The last one, purchase taxable. Okay, the percentage is 18. Then is it a goods or service? It's goods because it's a product. It's not a services. Okay. Sometimes we also buy services. For example, advertisement it's a services. Correct. It is not a goods. Advertisement means a print media advertisement, digital marketing, or TV advertisements. So those all will come under services category. I am just giving you an example. So it's a goods. Enter. Fine. Then name of the stock item. iPhone. Same. From main location to the main location, I am buying some 10 iPhones with the price of 75,000. Enter here. Then CGST 9%, so which comes to 67,500 for the amount of 7,50,000. SGST 9%, 67,500. Enter here. Control A. So I have made a purchase with the GST percentage. Just spend some 20 seconds in observing the transaction. And if you have any doubts, you can also ask. Fine, good to go. Now we will see how my GST ledger looks like. Okay. So how to go to the GST ledger? Book, Alt G, ledger vouchers. So I choose CGST 9%. Are you able to see it? CGST. So the two entries are in credit, which I have to supposed to pay, and the one is I get the input. What is an input? When you purchase, no, you would have made a GST amount to the your vendor. That amount you can minus it while you are paying a GST amount, which means that suppose 7,200, 14,400 it comes. So the company has to pay 14,500. But when you have paid some amount by the time of purchasing, that amount you can minus it. See, in this case, what? My payable amount, that is 14,500, is greater than this thing. In this case, you don't need to pay because you have a amount here. This is what is called as an input credit. So this is what is called an input credit. That means you can adjust your GST paid amount with the payable amount. Paid amount means what? You have paid an amount and made a purchase, no? So that amount you can use it. So that is called as the input credit. Okay. Good to go. So this is how my ledger looks like. So I can also see my trial balance. So how to go to trial balance? Display trial balance, current liabilities, duties and taxes. Are you able to see duties and taxes? My CGST have a input. How much? 53,100. It means it's an asset. That's why it's coming under debit side. So this is the payable thing. Good to go? Okay, fine. I'll do one sale. Then I'll explain some more example. F9. I sell F9 for sales. I do a cash sales. Then sale of mobile. iPhone. I have 11 mobile. I'm selling it all the 11 mobiles. Then CGST 9%, SCST 9%. Okay, control A, control A. Fine. So in this transaction, what is my total GST payable? 84,000 plus 84,000, it will roughly comes under 1,68,000. Correct? Okay, now I'll go and see my trial balance. Display trial balance. I go to current liabilities, duties and taxes. Duties and taxes. See, previously it was 1,65,000. I put opening balance, transactions, closing balance. Good to go. See, I have a credit of, which means I have credit means I have an asset. I have already paid 67,500, another 60,500 while I am purchasing. Okay. Then I have to pay 98,000, 15,300 and 98,550. So what I can do, I can set off this amount. I can set off this amount with my purchase. So my net purchase net payable become 74,400. Are you able to see it? This is the amount I paid at the time of purchase, and this is the amount I raised at the time of billing the customer. Okay, so this difference alone I can pay. So I don't need to pay 2,12,000 rupees because I have a input credit. This is called as an input credit, which means it's an asset. The amount I have paid at the time of purchasing. So this amount I can adjust it. So only the difference amount alone I can pay. Got it? So this is called as a input credit. Okay, just I want to see this screen for a few seconds, and if you have any query, ask me. Whatever I am charging, I don't need to pay to the government. I can adjust that particular amount, GST tax amount, with my purchases. It's not only the mobile purchase, even some other GST expenses are made for the company, that also can be adjusted. Not all expenses. For example, telephone expenses I can adjust. Food expenses, travel expenses I cannot adjust. What I am trying to say is, suppose 10,000 rupees services I made, for that I am charging 1,800 rupees. Okay. The same month I have paid some 500 rupees as a GST while I am getting some services. This 500 I can adjust with my GST payable amount. Good to go? Yeah. Fine. So what we have learned in GST? We learned how to create a GST ledger, how to set a GST percentage in the ledger and as well as the stock item, and how to create GST sales invoice, how to create GST purchase invoice, and how to see the GST ledger. Fine. Now we will see some lighter topic. So we will see some lighter topic options in the reports. Options available in the report. Okay. Let's take the daybook report. Let's take the daybook report. Display daybook. So this is the daybook report. Yesterday we saw how to remove line, how to unremove the line or restore the line, how to cancel, how to delete, and also we saw how to add and duplicate voucher. Okay. Now we will see how to filter the daybook report. What do you mean by filter? Choosing specific lines or specific transaction based on some criteria. So the shortcut key is Alt F12. Alt F12. See, in this daybook report, I'm seeing all the transaction entered for the date 1st June. So if you want to go to the period, what do we do? Alt F2, enter the from date, enter the to date. So all the vouchers are getting displayed. So here I want to see only the sales. Is there an option available? Yes, Tally has an option available which is called a filtration. Okay. So how to do? You have to press Alt F12. Alt F12. See, if you press Alt key, what happens? My name gets changed, no? Alt F12. Range. So this is the filtration. Alt F12. So here I can give my filter criteria. Voucher. I just want only the voucher of the type sales. So what I do? Voucher having voucher type name. Voucher type means transaction name. Transaction type. Voucher type name. Voucher type with the name containing sales. Enter, enter. So I get only the vouchers which has a voucher type sales. Voucher type means name of the transaction. Okay. So let me repeat it. See, if I want to go back, what I have to do? I want to restore all the thing. So you press escape. That's it. Fine. So let me repeat the filtration once again. Now I want only the voucher type which has a name payment, which means that this payment voucher should come, this payment voucher should come, this payment transaction should come. So what is the shortcut key? Alt F12. Okay, Alt F12. I press Alt F12. Voucher having voucher type with the name containing payment. End of list. So all the payment vouchers I'm getting it. Good to go? Fine. So let's see other filtration. So I want only the vouchers which has a value 500. Okay, 500. So which means what? This voucher should come. Is there any other voucher has a 500 value? No. Or otherwise what do you do? I will say that vouchers with the value 50 only allowed to be printed. Okay, or otherwise to be shown. So what I can do? I will press again Alt F12. Voucher. Here I have to see ledger amount. Ledger amount is equal to 50. So only transaction which has any one of the ledger with the value 50 gets displayed. Good to go? So in your free time you also explore other options. Alt F12, ledger amount. I can also say that ledger name. You can say ledgers with the name containing Samsung, for an example. Why it is not coming? Let me Samsung, it is there, la? Okay. Voucher having ledgers name containing Sam. You got it? So Alt F12, just observe what did I give? Voucher having ledgers with the name containing Sam. So any ledger having the value Sam, between or end or equivalent, it gets filtered. Fine. So this is asking always GST, SGST will be same 9% only, sir, or can be able to change. It depends on the, it's not a user choice. It's a government rule. Okay. if the product has, the government has fixed some taxes percentage for the product, so we have to use the same percentage. See, for services or not, it is 18%. For some product, it will be 5%, 12%, 28% and 40%. Depends on the product, depends on the taxes fixed by the government, they have to choose it. It's not a user discretion, fine, but you can change it. In Tally, you can change it, okay. But the convention is, but the rule is you have to use the percentage fixed by the government. Good to go? Fine. So I told you that I will tell you about HSN code. I forgot it. Let me tell you how to insert a HSN code in item master. HSN code, what we saw now, that is a organized system of nomenclature. That is one way of categorizing the stock item and services by the government. So how to enter it? Go to alter, use stock item, iPhone, enter here, come here, set or alter GST details, give yes, enter, and here you have an option F12, you give F12. So what is the F12 does in every screen? It changes the appearance and appearance of the particular screen. I press F12, allow HSN and SAC details. SAC is used for the service type of sales. Services means the expansion is service account code. SAC, that is an expansion for the SAC. For the goods, it is an HSN. I give S, some number will be there. So government provides all the number to the public or for the traders. So it's normally it is a 8 digit. So this number has to be printed in the invoice also. So I'll give the HSN code. Now we'll go and see our sales invoice. I go to this day book. We made some sales. Alt P, current. See the preview. Are you able to see it? The number which I gave now. So that is getting printed. The reason for the code one, no? See, because each product, each customer will say it in their own name. Okay. So, but and they will also file that in their own name. If that is the case, the government will not know no, which one is what. They will not have any control in it. So they give some number. So that government knows that which product is purchased, for which product the input is taken. So they will have the control. Otherwise, they will not be controlled. So someone says that I-14, someone will say that I-14 to bride, they will include model. So with this thing, we will not be able to, government will not be able to know the details. So for all the mobiles, they will give some number. Smartphones, they will give one HSN code. That number is an HSN code. For non-smartphone, they will give some other HSN code like that. Okay, fine. It is for the government purpose, government categorization. For the analytical purpose, we are asked to enter this HSN code. Good to go? Fine. So where we were talking about some options in the groups, in the reports. Okay. So the other option, let's explain to you. You go to F12 in the day book, show narration. If you want to see the narration, you press yes, the narration will appear here. Another option also will say the detailed. Formatted report detailed. Bill by sender, I'll come back to it later. Show inventory details, say yes. Show description of goods, you can say yes or no. Payment mode and all, we'll skip it. Okay, enter. Then sorting method also you can choose it. Sorting by date or number or voucher amount, you can choose it. Okay. So I'll say that voucher number ascending or otherwise alphabetically. A to Z. Are you able to see it? So I have given it in the detailed format, which means that both debit credit is coming, and also I chose the option to show the inventory. Are you able to see it? F12, show the inventory. And also I chose the option sorting method based on alphabetical, A to Z. So C first comes, then I comes, then N comes. C, I, N. So let's see that. So instead of detail, I'll go to condensed. So this is what I get. You are getting? Suppose if you want to see in a different way, see the default. Default means the way I entered, no, Rahul, Samsung supplier. Good to go. So why this option is coming, narration is coming? Because I chose that particular part, show narration. So in the report we have seen this type of options available, and please note that in most of the report this option is applicable. So let's go to the ledger vouchers. Ledger vouchers, we will say sales ledger, sale of mobile. Okay, again put F2, show narration. If you want to see the narration, none of the voucher has a narration, so we are not getting it. So report, I can say detail. Want to see the inventory also, press yes. Mode of payment, when receipt and payment comes, so this mode of payment will come. Control A. Are you able to see it? So it's a detailed mode. So sale of mobile, the other ledger is also available. Then along with the inventory details. Fine? Yeah. So what is the other details available? And here interesting one more details is available. Show running balance. If you give yes, what happens? No, you can see it in the screen. Here you can see the running balance. Are you able to see? 50,000. Then there will be a credit. So till this transaction, the running balance is 5,30,000. Then this 5,30,000 plus 80,000 gets added, 6,10,000. This is the running balance. Okay. So why this running balance is useful? By transactions, we know that up to this date, this is the balance. Up to this date, this is the balance. Instead of you can do the filtration in the period. In a single report, you can tell the customer or tell the related party, maybe a vendor also. Good to go? Fine. And there is another option. Here also you can do a filtration. In this report also you can do a filtration. See, for example, I give some narration. Sold to Dravid. Alt F12, voucher, narration. I'm just filtering it. Narration containing Dravid. So the vouchers which has a narration gets filtered and it's appearing. So the point you have to note down is you can do a filtration in ledger vouchers too. Good to go? Fine. Okay. Then I'll come to other options available in the sales report. Okay, so come to display more reports, accounts books, sales register. So in the sales register is a set of transactions which has information about all the sales for the particular period. Okay, sales register. So this is the monthly register, then you will get into the sales register. This is the monthly sales register. In the month how much we have done. So thus that report is available here. Again enter it here. This is the sales register. This is sales register, you can see it in 2-3 different formats. Okay. So one is you can see the sales register in a columnar format. What is columnar? You will see by yourself. Click columnar report. Voucher type informations, party informations, address, narration details. You can give yes. Then enter here. All items. Click enter. So all the informations will come here. Are you able to see it? Consignee, buyer. This comes under in a columnar fashion. Are you able to see? and you can also have a inventory details. It's not appearing here. Let me show inventory details. Columnar. Quantity details, rate details, information will available here. F12 detail, so where is the inventory detail? It's available here, no? Are you able to see it? iPhone 14, 6 numbers, the rate, those information will come here. So this is a columnar detail of the sales register. Good to go? And you can also see a profit. If you click profit, the profit percentage also will come. You're able to see GP, gross profit, the percentage. For how much we have purchased or how much we have sold, no, that percentage will come here. So in this transaction, they have made the gross profit of 30,000 rupees, which is also percentage 6.25 percentage. Then here 5,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10,000. Good to go? Fine. So the same way you can do a purchase register. Enter it here. All the options available in the sales register is also available for the purchase register, columnar option. Enter it here. And if you do it with the detailed format, you will get the inventory also. Alt F1 or Alt F5. Good to go? Fine. So there will be one interesting reports available in the sales register. Let me show you. Interesting, not appearance. I go here this sales register. You click change view, extract view. Total summation it will give you. Let me tell you. Go to sales register. You are in a monthly register. Go to a detailed register. By clicking the enter button, you will be getting into the detail. Come to the change view, you choose extract. So what do you get? The overall the debit amount of the Sunday datas. There was some cash sales, so it comes into the cash, and the sale of accessories, sale of mobiles, sale of inter-sales amount. The total, the consolidated or summary information is available. Okay. So where do I get this information? By right clicking and choosing invoice wise extract. So inventory wise also you can see it. Okay. Enter, change view, extract. Again change view, just like the vouchers, or inventory wise also you can see it. Change view, inventory wise extract. So in this transaction I chose only the iPhone 14, so only the iPhone 14 is coming. Okay, good to go. Then other registers we will see that journal register. So number of journals for the particular month it is appearing here. Enter, the journal registers comes. In journal register also we have an extracts, and the journal register also has inventory vouchers. You might ask, sir, can you put inventory vouchers in the inventory transaction journal? Yes, you can do it, but mostly it is done in the sales, purchase and debit note vouchers. Okay, and there is other register, debit note register. So what is debit note? Debit note is used for purchase return. Okay, there are other cases also you can do it, but mostly it is for the purchase return. Same way for credit note. And these are contra registers. You know what is contra? Anything between cash bank, cash to cash, or bank to bank. The transaction between these two accounts, then that is a contra. The contra register you can see. So whenever you say when you mean register, it is a list of transaction. Register means it's a list of transaction. Say for example, what is the student register? List of students' information will be there. No? That is the student register. Attendance register means attendance information for all the students. So register means it's a list of transaction. That is how we have to understand it. Okay. So contra register, enter, all contra informations gets displayed here. Okay. Then same way for purchase register, same way for receipt register. F12 detail mode, bill-based details I'll come back to you probably today or tomorrow. I will cover this option, very interesting option. Here you will see show mode of payment. Yes. So it's a cash, so there is no mode of payment available. Maybe if you change it to some ICICI bank, enter here, e-fund transfer, then instruction number. E-fund transfer means NEFT. Then bank, I'm just transferring this amount to, sir, I received it. So here it's a receipt, correct? So Rahul has paid me through NEFT from the bank IOB. Okay, so if I have that particular information in my receipt, what information? That is mode of payment information that can also get displayed here. Okay. It's not only in the receipt register, even in your day book or even in your respective ledger reports, that information is available. Good to go? So how do you go? F12. Here mode of payment I give yes. Show additional bank details, yes. The same thing is applicable in my day book also. How to go to day book? From here I can press K. F12. Give detail format. Show mode of payment, yes. Are you able to see it? Detail mode, I give show mode of payment, yes. Are you able to see? The line highlighted is a mode of payment, same bank transfer. And show additional details, I give yes. This IOB detail will also come. Are you able to see it? IOB, in and overseas bank details. Good to go? Fine. So I tell you one more option. Here what happens if you want to go to a particular voucher, what do? You normally press enter. Okay. So there's another option. You can instead of modifying it or you just want to see what is inside. What you can do, you can press Control Enter. Not Control Enter. I think they have changed it. No, Alt Enter. Yes, Alt Enter. It is Alt Enter, which means that you will not be able to change it. You can just view and you can for a printout, say you can take the printout. Alt Enter. Are you able to see it? So it's not, I will not be able to do any changes. It's just for the display purpose. So this mode we call it as a display mode. Are you able to see it? Voucher display. If you just enter, what happens? My mode shows that accounting voucher alteration. I'm trying to alter. Okay. So the display mode, what is the shortcut key? Alt Enter. Can you just type Alt Enter in your chat box so that you will remember it? Alt Enter. Alt Enter for the display mode. So if you want to see it in detail, what is the shortcut key? Alt F5. So in detail mode, what is the shortcut key? Alt F5. So some of the shortcut keys are, otherwise most of the shortcut keys are common. Tally, reports and transactions. Okay. Fine. So to come out from this screen, what is the key we use? We use escape key. Give escape, we'll come back. Good to go? Fine. So now we will see some additional options. Now we will see some additional option in masters. Okay. What masters? When I say masters, it is a ledger and stock item. So I go to alter, ledger, say example, Rahul. Okay. So if I enter, there is another line is appearing. This is called alias. What do you mean by alias? It's another name for the particular ledger. Okay. So I can give any number of alias in Tally. See, for Rahul, I can call him Rahul, or otherwise I can call him Rahul Enterprises. Or assume some business have some code. So code also you can give R10999 also give. So which means that what? This ledger can be addressed or can be called, can be read with any of the name. So it's like a regular alias. No? See, for example, Sumi versus Sumalata. Sumi alias Sumalata. I mean, the person name is Sumalata. We can also call as a Sumi. Okay, for Sachin Tendulkar, we can call it as a Tendulkar. We can call as a Sachin. All three name means the same person. No, alias. The same meaning is applies in Tally also. This ledger I can call it as a Rahul Enterprises, Rahul or R19900. You can also give a code. The point you need to understand is you can give a code for a ledger. Also you can give a code for a stock item, even for the groups you can give. Okay, so I control A. So I want to go to the particular login ledger. What I can do, I press Alt G, go to option, ledger vouchers. I can type Rahul, or I can type the number, or I can type Rahul Enterprises. All means same. Good to go. My primary name is Rahul only, but I can call it any name. Say something like that. You can be referred in your college using your name, first name, second name, or your roll number. No? Okay. Fine. So with this option, in the reports and all, you can also display the alias name. Alias name means the another name. F12. If you come here, you are able to see, no, that is the display of ledgers, name of the ledgers. You can say alias name or just name only, and name and alias also. That is our choice. Are you able to see it? Rahul, the first alias is Rahul Enterprises. You can give any number of alias, but first alias only it takes. Rahul Enterprises. This Samsung supply note does not have a alias name. Good to go? Okay. So now we'll see how to give an alias name for a stock item. Alter stock item. I choose the phone iPhone 14. So I give some name iPhone 14. The actual model name, something hybrid or high tech, something like that. So the same iPhone name can be addressed as iPhone 14, or I can say just i14. Whatever way I can mention it. Apple 14. So in this case I give 4 names. There is something called code also you can give. So in Tally, the part number, we call it as a part number. The part number means normally the industrial product owner, they will have some standard numbers which is used for the internal purpose and also for the external purpose. Please note that this is not HSN code, this is something different. Item code. Okay. So you can give a part number also. How to give it? So normally the field to accept the values is not available. So what you need to do? F12. So as I told you, to change or to get the particular feature in the current screen, you will use a F12 configuration. Okay. So F12 configuration, show more configuration. Here I have a part number. Provide part number for stock item. I give yes. Enter it here. So part number, for example, for iPhone I can give IP250. In part number also you can have 2-3 part numbers, you can have it. Okay, it's all aliases. And please note that whether it is alias or a name, once it is used, you cannot use it for some other item because it is unique, which means that across Tally it can be given for particular stock item alone. You cannot reuse it, the same name. Enter. So here I have already used I14. No, let's see that will it accept or not. I say I14. I think I given a different name, or okay, maybe for the other item I am not able. I have not saved it. No, so I just save it. IP250. I go to another phone, iPhone 7. I give IP250. I will not be able to enter it because I am getting a Error. Name already exists. Because iPhone 14 I gave the part number as IP250. So I have to use some other name only. I14 also I cannot give because the same name is used in the iPhone 14, the same alias name. So the lesson you need to learn is whether it is a part number or alias name, it should be unique. You cannot reuse it. Good to go? Fine. The same is applicable for the ledger name also. Ledger name and ledger alias. You cannot create another ledger with the same name which is already existing. So see, I am trying to create a ledger, Rahul. I will not be able to create. So this is how they maintain the uniqueness. Good to go? Fine. So we'll see a few more options in the reports. Interesting options. So let's go to trial balance. Display trial balance. So the option which I am going to tell is applicable in most of the reports. Trial balance. Okay. In trial balance, are you able to see that this new column, alter column? So what happens? You know, see, I want to compare between the periods April, May, June. Be in the same report. This is also possible in Tally. Okay. So I say Alt C, 1st of April to 1st of May data. Okay. Then I want a comparison between 1st of June to 1st of July. Alt C, 1st of June to 1st of July. Are you able to see? All the information. This is from 1st of April to 1st of June. This is for the period 1st of April to 1st of May, and this is for 1st of May to 1st of June to 1st of July. Good to go? And if you want to remove it, just escape. Trial balance. Let me do it one more time. Alt C is a new column. You can choose a period in a single report so that I can compare it. It will comes in not only for comparison, even for information sake you can use it. So 1st of May to 31st of May. 31st is allowed in the education version. And I can also tell about the pricing. Anyway, this is something advanced, so I'm not covering this. Enter and head. Are you able to see it? It is a new column. So this is something you are learning it. New column means Alt C is a shortcut key to get the get the values for the different period. Okay. So I want to delete this column. So I'm here. If you want to delete this column, just delete it. Okay, delete means temporarily removing it. It's not deleting the data and all. Just temporarily removing the particular part. This other thing is alter column. Sorry, auto column. So this period is for the 1st of April to 1st of June. If we want to alter it, 1st of April to 1st of May, I'm altering the period. You're able to see it. Again, I'm creating one new column, which is between 1st of May to 1st of June. Okay, I can either delete or I can alter the column. See this, I want to change it to 1st of May, 1st of June. I want to change it to 1st of July for an example saying. So what do? I have to press alter column 1st of July to 31st July. Just an example saying, it can be any period. Okay, don't you think it's one of the fantastic option in Tally? Comparison or multi-period report. This is called as a multi-period report. Different periods in a single report. Okay. So this is used to compare. See how much sales you have done, how much money have come inside for the particular period. Good to go? Fine. So there's the other report, auto column report. If you click it, it will ask for daily or monthly or weekly. It automatically fills up the data. 4 week a month, show total column. I give yes. See, automatically the data gets printed for the 4 weeks. 1st of April. So let me come here. Trial balance, auto column. I give 4 week month. US. So it considers 4 weeks as 1 month. So 1st of April to 24th of April, then 25th April to 22nd, like that. The other option is what? Auto column monthly. Are you able to see it? Overall total. This is for the April, and this is for May, and this is for June. Like that it goes till I have the transaction. Good to go? Fine. Auto column, stock valuation, weekly, yearly also I can see. Now I have only 1 year, so it's yearly. This is the thing. Let me say the 31/3/2024. There's no transaction, that's why I'm not getting it. Yeah. So this is a closing month, so same thing is carry forward. Good to go? 24. Escape. So these are the options available in the reports. The same thing, you can also see these options in other reports also. See, for example, display, accounts book, sales register, and I can say alt and new column, and monthly sales. Are you able to see it? Monthly sales. April, May, June. Information goes like this. Good to go? Fine. So now we will see group company options. Okay. So in Tally, in regular scenario, businesses have more than one company. You can consolidate and see the company data also. You can consolidate and see the company information. Okay. So what I do, I'll create one more company. Alt from the companies menu, Alt K, create a company. So the company name is XYZ Limited, just for the sample sake. Okay. Control A, Control A. 2 companies have been created. The already existing company is ABC. The current company which I just created is XYZ currently, XYZ Limited. The feature I'm going to explain is a group company, which means that you can combine the company and see the combined report. You can see the combined report of both the companies. The data will be separate only. See, if you go here, these data are separate, but you can have a combined view of the data of final accounts. Final accounts means what? Your balance sheet, your P&L, your trial balances. You can see it. Okay. So this XYZ company, there is no data. Just for example sake, I'm making some entry. F7, F6, some capital account. Ram's Capital. Ram is the owner, is giving some amount, is investing some amount to the company. Say example 5 lakh. Enter here. Okay, just for an example sake. Okay. Then I'll make some sales, cash sales. Enter, and it happens in the voucher mode. Cash sales. 4 lakh, and the sale account is service, some service, consulting fees, which is a sales account. Enter. Okay, so I have 2 companies as created, and let's see the XYZ balance sheet. 40, and there is a profit of 4 lakhs because I made only one sales. You go to P&L, you will have a net profit and gross profit as 4 lakhs amount. Okay. So now I create a group company. Control K. One minute. Create. Right hand side you can see option of group company. I click group company. I'll say the group company name as ABC Limited XYZ. Say example, Royal Group. The group company name is Royal Group. Enter Tamil Nadu. Enter. Some information you can give. I'm just keeping it for the purpose of time saving. So this Royal Group company has a two company, ABC Limited, XYZ Limited. Enter. Okay, good to go. So now this company has two company in its part. Please note that the data is not merged, but you will be able to see the combined view. Okay, I go to the balance sheet. So this is the group company balance sheet. So which has capital account of Mr. Kumar and as well as the Ram. Mr. Kumar is the owner for the company ABC and Ram is the owner for the XYZ. So the thing which you are learning now is it's a consolidated balance sheet of both the company. Okay. You might assess where this thing will be used. In 2-3 cases I'm able to think of. The one is there will be a real group company which has a sister concerns and other ancillaries will be there. The overall aspects, the owner or the management or the tax authority would like to see the reports. In those aspects it is used, and there will be other cases for each branch the companies might use a separate data. See, for example, I have a branch in Perambur, I have a branch in Paris, and I have a branch in Adayar. So 3 different tally data might be used. So, but both are of the same company. So in that case also this consolidation is used. This consolidation of information is used. Okay. So what are the other reports you can see? You can see profit and loss account. So this is the combined group profit and loss account, both the companies. And you can also see the trial balance. Trial balance of the group company. Are you able to see? Trial balance. Total capital account. If I go Kumar capital account, I'll be able to see his monthly informations. Then again, if I click it, the ledger will go to the respective company. In the ledger, I cannot see the combined information. Till the monthly summary, till the main group, I'll be able to see the combined informations. Okay, this is also an interesting feature in Tally. Okay, good to go. Fine. So let me tell you how we have to create a group company. Create company. Click create. See, before that, you may ensure that the 2 companies are already opened in Tally. Which company? Whatever the companies you want to make it. So it's not only the 2 companies. You can create any number of company as a member company or a part of the company in the group company. Click this option, right hand side. Group company. Give you informations. Name of the group company. Then member company. You can add it. Okay. Good to go. Fine. Then I'll show you one more interesting option in the group company report. Balance sheet report, what you can do. So this is the combined balance sheet of, So this is the combined balance sheet of group company. So what did I do now? See, when I open it now, this ABC Limited balance sheet has opened. So I want to choose the group company's balance sheet. How do? I press F3 to select the company. You're able to see it. F3, shortcut key, F3. The right hand side is also available. F3. Select the company. I choose the Royal Group. Royal Group is a group company which has ABC Limited and XYZ Limited as a part of company. Correct. So in this report, what I can do, I can separately see the member company and also the group company. What is the option to be used? This new column. Are you able to see? Alt C. New column. So I say ABC Limited. Enter here. And I can also see Alt C XYZ. Are you able to see what is the total capital account? 1,50,000 rupees. ABC Limited is 1 lakh and XYZ is 50,000 rupees. And the rest of the other figures also I will be able to see for respective companies and as well as for the group company. This is one of the important flexibility or feature in Tally. Alt C, new column. How to alter a column, how to delete a column, we know it. No? Suppose I don't want to see this. So what do you do? Bring the cursor here. Now the ABC Limited is selected. So I press delete column. It got deleted. Good to go? Fine. So what did we see right now? We saw how to create a member company and how to create a group company and see the group company informations. Now we know that why chartered accountants and why analytics and other department people are using Tally. The reason is flexibility, comparison, reconciliation. These are all easy in Tally. Okay, fine. Okay, now I'm going to introduce one new aspect in Tally, which is a sales order management. Okay, sales order management. Otherwise, we call it as an order management. Order management has sales order and as well as a purchase order. Okay, so what do you mean by sales order management? Before getting into sales, I can also accept an order. What's an order? A customer is confirming you that I want this product. Okay, so from this product, from the acceptance of the product till the delivery of the product, how the workflow goes, that we are going to maintain it in Tally, and I'm going to teach you right now. Okay, so I close the companies. I close Royal Group. I close XYZ, which is not required to explain this sales order management. Okay, voucher. I press F10, other vouchers. Okay, sales order. Sales order means it's a confirmation. That is, customer wants. He is giving a confirmation. I want this product. Okay, he's giving a confirmation. F10, show inactive vouchers. There is an order vouchers available here. Sales order. I'm activating here. Okay. Here what happens? A customer, Rahul, is giving me an order. That is, he wants some phones. This is an order number. I can use a regular number, or otherwise the number which Rahul is providing. See, sales order is something sales confirmation is giving. Sales Rahul says that I want an iPhone and it will be delivered in 2 days. Okay, that information we are capturing it here. Okay, why we have to capture it here? To track it, because sometimes I will not have material, or otherwise I need to check the pricing and all before I make an invoice. For that purpose, sales ordering, this workflow we maintain it. Okay, so sales order number 1 and sale of mobiles, Apple 14. Go down and he wants some 10 due. So he says that I want it in 1st of May. And from which go down I can choose. It's up to that. I can choose from main go down or any of the go down. Okay. Then 10 mobiles you wanted. For the price 85,000, enter here. Okay, enter. Fine. So sales order is entered. Okay. So the purpose of sales order is to track how much orders we have received, how to plan my shipping, how to plan my purchase, how to plan my packaging and all. So what are the reports available for the sales order? Let's see. Display, inventory books, sales order outstanding, or otherwise you can first I'll choose that inventory books, sales order book. In the sales order book I can see that sales order book, this monthly order book comes, there is only one order. I enter here you can see that what is the order for the particular month or for the particular period. Good to go. So this is one report. Let me repeat it. Display more reports, inventory books. Here there is something called sales order book. I enter it here. Enter. Fine. And I can also see that what is the pending sales order. Pending means what? The sales, I have received the sales and I have supplied some material, and what is the material I need to fulfill or to bill or to sell to the customer. That is available in statement of inventory. Okay, go here, sales order outstanding. If you click here sales order outstanding, I can go with all orders. There are other options also available. I with all options, all orders. I am able to see this report. See here I have just received it. I have not shipped any material. iPhone 14 quantity order, place, everything is here. Good to go? Okay, fine. Assume that I've supplying some 5 phones to him. I'm invoicing him. So how to do it? Go to vouchers, press F8, choose Rahul, Control A, Rahul will know, yeah. 1 minute, F12. So this provide order details, that I have to check yes, because to track the order, yes, enter. If I come here, I'll be able to see that what is the order number pending for Rahul. Let me tell you once again. Initially, I didn't get it. Where should I activate this option? As I told you, any configuration of the current screen. So we press F12. Okay, F12. Here there is an option, no? Provide order details. I give yes. Yes. Then Control A, Rahul. Enter here. I choose his pending order number. So you remember his order number was 1. I click 1, end of list, enter, then Control A. See, automatically this iPhone got selected. How? Because Rahul made an order which I captured, which I entered in my system. By selecting his order number, whatever item I've selected given in the order number gets picked up. Good to go? Enter. So which location I wanted to. So the total order quantity is 10, but I am just supplying 5. Enter. End of list. End of list means that's a last line. Okay. Enter. Good to go. Now I'll go and see what is the outstanding order. So how to go? One is display, statement of inventory, then sales order outstanding. Okay, then all orders. Here you just observe. So this is the pending order. iPhone, total order quantity is 10 and 5 I have already delivered. So what is the balance quantity? It is 5. Are you able to see it? And if you expand it, if you expand the information in a detailed mode, you will also see the related transaction. On 1st of April, one order came. Then in 1st of sales, I gave 5 items. So 10 minus 5. So the pending sales order is for the quantity 5 number. Good to go? Okay. So this is how you can track your sales orders. So in other reports also you can see it. In sales order there are other reports available. So the other reports is also available for the sales order outstanding. So one is the ledger report. I can choose the ledger of a particular person. In our case it is Rahul. You can see now for the Rahul, the total order amount, opening balance also I can say it, opening balance. The total pending order is 5 numbers. So total pending orders, I am able to see it, 5 numbers. Okay. So here the lessons you need to, the point you have to see is for all orders you can see the information. For a particular region you can see the information for a particular group. So particular group, Sunday data is one group, no? So for that you can also see the pending order numbers. And stock item is also you can see it, stock item. Stock item and stock group. Stock category I will come back to you tomorrow. What is stock category? Stock item. Okay, stock item. Twice you can see. And you can also see from the stock summary. You can also see from the stock summary. Here stock summary. What is the stock summary? Stock summary tells me the available material. Okay, what is the closing balance? And also the inward and outward of the closing stocks. I press F12. Yes. Okay, I give. Good to go. Here also you can see it. And valuation part, I go F8. Not this one, the don't matter. Change basis of value. Here I can choose one option. There is something called basis of values. No? Basis of values. So let me make it simple voucher. So actually it's in the minus 4. 1 minute. I'll buy more phone at the time of purchase. Okay. So I'll make it. I'll make it 2050. Okay. So to show you some meaningful report. So the iPhone, how much is iPhone 17? How much is available? 35 is available. Okay. So which calculates the available phone for the particular period, which is 1st of June. So I want to include orders also. If you press F9, are you able to see it? The right hand side there is an option. F9. I want to show the stock in hand, the stock what is available, and the purchase order I made, and minus sales order. If I say this, my order gets, my stock item gets reduced, which means that I have a 35 stock item is available, but for the 5 I have a order. I have to fulfill the particular obligation. So it also takes the sales order count. So my net sales which I can use it is a 30 number. Okay, so let me repeat it. My simple stock summary says that 35. Okay, my sales outstanding is the sales order outstanding is for the 9 mobile. Okay, so I can see here sales order outstanding, not 9, 5. 5 is pending. Okay, in my stock summary, I want to see my net stock with the sales stock in hand minus sales orders. That is saleable stock. Though I have a 35, since I have an order for 5, I cannot consider this as all 35s are available for sales. It's only 30 because 5 is already booked. So for that information, you can filter out here, saleable stock. Enter. Good to go? Fine. Same way you can do it for your purchase order. Same way you can do it for purchase order. So how to make a purchase order? Go to order vouchers, press F10, show inactive vouchers, because these are rarely used, or otherwise it is used in a particular situations alone. So I say show inactive. Here there is a voucher type, order voucher type, purchase order. Click here. Since I'm going to use it for the very first time, it says that if you want to activate now, I say yes. Okay. So now let's make a purchase order to Samsung company. Samsung. The ledger is purchase ledger. This is the order number which we give. This is our own number. We can give any number. PO14, and we are making a purchase order. Purchase order means I'm requesting Samsung to send some 10 or 15 or any number of mobiles I wanted in an email or in a post or in a over the phone communications, because I need to track also, no? Because when I have to get how much is ordered, I need to know inside the system in order to plan my sales, in order to plan the activity. So I give purchase ledger, the Samsung Galaxy 6. I'm ordering for 100 quantity. Rate I'm saying 60,000. Enter it here. Enter. Okay. So now I come to my stock summary. I want to know what is my pending purchase orders. I want to know how much orders I have made which are supposed to come. I can see from this report. Now it is not appearing, so I need to change the configuration. The configuration is F9 orders, F9. So I say that purchase order outstanding. Enter. enter. So I am getting a message, 100 numbers is supposed to come. I have made an order. Fine? Yeah. The same way you can see this report in the purchase order outstanding also. So how do we see? Display more report, statement of inventory, purchase order outstanding, then all orders or respective orders also I can go. I go all orders. So this is my pending order. See for example, say I'm giving 1, 2, 3 things, you can easily remember. But you have to imagine that in a real time. So there are a lot of materials we used to order with the vendors, okay. To track it in Excel or to track it within a memory, it is almost impossible. No? So we need a proper system to track it and to plan our sales and activity. So this feature is available in Tally. Okay. So normally it will be, there will be 10, 20, 50 lines will be there in this report. For the example sake, I am just showing one line. Okay. So now we will see, we will make one purchase voucher. Okay. So Control G, create voucher. So the party is Samsung. Again, I have to activate the order number details. I press F2. Show more. It is activated. Order details. Control A. Samsung. Sorry, I have to make purchase. I'm in a purchase order voucher. Please note, I'm making a purchase. Purchase order already made. What is the shortcut key for the purchase? It is F9. F9 is the shortcut key for the purchase. So I press purchase. Samsung. Enter. Comes to this order number. Are you able to see? This is the order number I gave. In this order number, I requested for 100 Galaxy phone number. Sorry, phone. PO45, end of list. Enter here, Control A, Samsung Galaxy, automatically the value got fixed up. Okay. So imagine in this order I receive only the 75 number. 75 number, enter. No, enter, yes. Okay. So just observe this transaction. What is happening? I am purchasing material which is against my PO number 45. So the PO is originally for 100 numbers, but only 75 is received. So this transaction I created in Tally. Now let's go and see how the reports are impacted. Okay, just observe the screen for 15 seconds. Good to go. Now we'll see the reports, how the reports is appearing. Okay. So what is the report we are interested in? We are interested in purchase order book and purchase order outstanding and stock summary. Okay. Display more reports. Purchase order book, where we can see, we see from the inventory books. Purchase order book. Enter. So this book tells you what are the orders are given. It's not the outstanding. Outstanding means how much ordered, how much is received, and what is the pending. That is an outstanding. Good to go? Fine. The next one is a purchase order outstanding book. Okay, so that is available in the statement of inventory. Purchase order outstanding, all orders. So currently I have only one order is pending. The order is for 100 numbers and 70 numbers is received. The remaining is 25. Are you able to see it from this report? So Alt F1 to see the details also. 1st of April, I raised the order for 100 number. The same day I received 75, so that's why it's given in the minus. The pending is 25. Just observe the screen for 5 seconds. So you might say, what is this 61 days? Why it is showing 16 days? Because I put the date as 1st of June. Says if you put the date of 1st of June, so overdue days, it is supposed to come at first day itself. It took 61 days. 61 days is overdue, still it is not received. The 25 numbers is not received. We just want to understand this part. So I give escape, and if you don't remember where this order outstanding report is there in Tally, so what is the shortcut? Use go to option, Alt G, just type purchase order outstanding. Here it is, purchase order outstanding, group purchase order outstanding, stock item purchase order outstanding. Show more. All orders, give all orders, purchase orders. Are you able to see it? Purchase orders, all orders. If you just click it, you can get it to the particular respective report. Let me repeat it. If you don't remember where the particular report is hidden or is available in which menu, you just type it from the Alt G option. Alt G, type orders or otherwise purchase orders. Due only, purchase order registers, due only. Enter here, you can see it. Good to go. You have 12. Fine. So how does my stock report appears? Stock summary. Go to stock summary. There is an option F6. Sorry, not F6. F9. So there are plenty of different options are available. I want to know the net stock, with stock in hand plus purchase order minus sales orders. So this is one variation. That is, I want to have the view of the stocks, what is available in my hand and what is supposed to come using purchase order, and how much order sales order I have it which are supposed to be minus. Subtracted. Enter it here. I'll get it. Good to go. Stock summary. F9. Net stock. Good to go? Yeah. Fine. So we'll have a recap. What are the things we have seen today? We saw some options in the reports, F12 option, how to search, how to filter, how to change the options in the daybook, F12 options, and also the Alt F12 searching option. And we also saw the different reports like sales register, purchase register, receipt register, credit note registers. Those informations we saw. Then we saw inventory reports. In this inventory reports, we saw how to create sales orders, how to create purchase order, the respective reports and their impact in the stock summary and why it is used. This information we studied, and we also saw how to create a group companies, the purpose of the group companies we see. Correct? Okay. So there is another very light topic, not a topic. It's a feature in Tally. It's not a topic itself. It's a small feature in Tally that is called an optional vouchers. What does it mean? Optional vouchers, which means that it is a draft. It is a temporarily. It stores the value. It will not affect the accounts. It will temporarily store the value. You might ask why it is required. So the optional vouchers is required. I have entered a transaction, but I am not sure about this transaction. Okay, I want to verify by myself or to be verified with somebody else. I enter a voucher as an optional vouchers, so it will not affect the accounts. Once I made it as a regular voucher or once I confirm it as a regular voucher, then only it will affect the accounts. Okay, let's see then. I have to make a payment, but I'm not sure about the payment, how much I've done. Okay. I'm just giving a very random example. I press F5. The payment voucher, what is the shortcut key? It is F5. I'm making a payment cash to Rahul. Okay. The payment is for 5 lakhs. The payment is for 5 lakhs. Enter. Before I entering, I am marking it as an optional voucher. Are you able to see in the right hand side there is a button called optional. The shortcut key is Control L. So once it's made it as Control L, it become optional. Status optional. Are you able to see it? See the date? It is 1st of April. I say Control A. Okay, the transaction is made. I go and see in the day book it is available. In day it is available. In day book it is available. No, you are able to see optional. Okay, now I go to my Rahul account. Rahul account what? Ledger vouchers. Rahul. 1st of April. Okay, 1st of April to 1st of May. Do I see this amount here in payment voucher? No, I will not see it because it's an optional vouchers. It will not affect that accounts because it's not an actual entry. It is just a draft entry, or otherwise we call it as a provisional entry, or provisional in account. It will give us a different term, but what we can say is a temporary. Okay, so it's not a permanent entry, it's a draft. Draft means it's not a original, it's a copy. It will not affect the accounts. So now are you able to see it? This is not affecting the accounts of Rahul or any other, even in a trial balance or balance sheet, it will not affect. If you go to trial balance, it will not affect. So I go to trial balance, EFI to see all the ledgers. Rahul, it will not affect. It says only the 4.25. Good to go? Fine. Now what happens? Now I am just changing the optional to regular, which means that when you change it to regular, it will affect the account or it will impact the account. So two ways I can do it. One is I can go to day book and click here and change it to regular. So how to change it to regular? As you see in the right hand side, there is an option here, regular. Control L. I press Control L, it become regular. Okay, Control A. Now we go and see the trial balance. F5, choose Rahul. Do you see these values increased? So previously it was 4.25, now it is 9.25. Good to go? Fine. So there is another option. There is the other way also I can see the what are the optional vouchers available. Where do I see? Display more reports. Go to exception reports. Are you able to see exception reports? Here you can go and see it, optional vouchers. Now it's not available because I made it regular. Okay. So I'll change this voucher to optional. What is the shortcut key? Control L. I save it. I come here and go to the exception reports, and I go to the optional vouchers. I am able to see it. Okay. So this is one of the feature in Tally, optional vouchers, which means it's a draft. Guys, your attendance link is provided in the chat. You can go ahead and mark your attendance. Please note, mark your attendance. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So for today's class, we have completed the part. Tomorrow we have our last class, day 5th. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Mark your attendance. The link is available in the chat. You have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, students, thank you. Tomorrow we will meet at 7 p.m. Tomorrow will be our last class. Bye-bye.